This is really why we've titled our report An Immigrant All Over Again, in the sense that many of our participants, in fact all of them, agreed that things are much harder for them now than when they first came to the country 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Then, even though they didn't have very strong English language skills, they may not have had diplomas, they got hired almost immediately, whereas now with retraining, with better English language skills, they're actually finding it much, much harder.
In a way, this is also a very unique study. It's one of the few, probably, studies that focus on a group of racialized older immigrant workers and in a non-unionized setting.
5 years after the closures, we find only 1/3 of these workers have secure full-time standard employment. The rest, 20%, are currently not working, and close to half, 46%, are in some form of precarious work. And this is, and then all of them talk about their wages moving from living wages to poverty wages with no benefits.
Precarious employment is becoming increasingly prevalent in the Canadian economy, and that has particular implications for particular groups that are historically disadvantaged within the labor market. That what it essentially does is it intensifies their vulnerability within the labor market.
After 5 years of the closure of PMP, the company still owes us over $30 million. And the bankruptcy law is still put worker at the bottom of the list. The worker who sweat for the company should get compensated first. That's the only fair, and that is justice.
You know, we are immigrant and we don't speak English good, and we need a job, really need a job. But if the out there is very tight and it's hard to looking for a job.
The CAW and other labor affiliates and other advocate groups out there fighting for economic and social justice has been advocating to change the bankruptcy laws for a tremendous amount of years. I think this study, quite frankly, will give us the tools to be an advocate at the halls of power, whether it's at the municipality, whether it's at the legislature provincially, or whether it's a federal level. And in the CAW, we're going to continue to commit to represent organized workers and unorganized workers.
We have to take advantage of the media, take the information base from the PMP workers. It's excellent, and convince a lot of media folks that want to raise some of these issues, want to get them on the public agenda to raise them as well. But it can't be just the labor movement.
If one takes a look at the document that CEP and CAW put together to form Unifor, I mean, there's all kinds of references there about thinking outside the box. That means contract workers. That means workers of minority groups that want to join a union but can't get over the hurdle. So there's opportunities for us out there. So simply put, we got to think outside the box. And what this report provides us is some tools to think outside the box, because it not only challenges legislators, it challenges the role of the labor movement and the historic strength of the labor movement. So we better get to work.